Welcome back, everybody. This is Brother Meat here. Today we're going to continue our quest to finish Pathfinder Kingmaker using Dora, our Sword Saint Magus, and his two assistants. We have a custom-made undead Elder Scoundrel, as well as an Inquisitor who summons pets. For those of you that have never played this game before, know that I am using mods. The menu for that is going to pop up here in a moment. Those mods are listed here. The things that you'll notice that I have that you don't will very obvious when we get into combat. You'll notice that I have turn-based combat versus your real-time with pause, which is what the game has by default. I highly recommend this for people that have difficulty playing fast action-paced games, but it's not necessary. I do find it more pen and paper friendly. You know, combat rounds, initiative is more important now versus you just clicking 6 or 7 teammates and pointing at a bad guy and watching him slaughter one dude, then clicking those 6 or 7 teammates, pointing at another bad guy and slaughtering that guy. It just gets to be a click point, click point, click point. Oh, the whole thing's dead. Look, we won. Yay. It's not combat. It's weird. We do have remove area effects. This is something that literally I wanted. It's not that it's necessary. For those people that have ever cast a web spell and got caught in it after the fight's over and had to sit there for 5 damn minutes waiting for it to wear off or for you to pass your check to get the hell out of it, you know what this is for. You could do it 2 different ways. I have it currently set where literally once the combat's over, I just press L and poof, it gone immediately. You can set it to the appropriate wait until expired. What does this do? If it's, again, back to our 5-minute explanation, if you're stuck in there for 5 minutes, you click the button L after the fight's over, 5 minutes elapses on the clock. That means 5 minutes worth of any buff that you had on you is now gone. And that's, again, fair, at least, but it's one of those where we've always argued in pen and paper format when we've ever played D&D, is that if you, after the fight, have cast a grease spell, web spell, something to that effect, you should be able to just straight up remove it. Not even using Dispel Magic, just poof, it's gone. I'm the one that summoned it, and therefore I'm the one that makes it go away. So, you know, I'm fine with that. It's not, again, pen and paper friendly if you think of it in the terms of, you know, if I die as the wizard that casts that web spell, does the web suddenly just vanish? No, it never seems to be that way when we play the game. So again, we are fudging it a little bit here, but I kind of like that. Other stuff that you really notice is the Eldritch Arcana. No, there's a variety of stuff out here. We have more spells, not a ton, but there's some different requirements now. Like Eldritch Knight requires a martial class, so you can't just pick up martial weapon proficiency. You actually have to pick something that gives you training in martial weapons, period, so like a fighter level, for example, which again is more pen and paper. There's some more spells, there's some more feats, and something that they added, which is my personal favorite, they've added traits, and those traits can be extremely impactful. It's how I actually managed to make an undead character as a teammate, as a mercenary. Other stuff besides, ways to like cheat the game too, but we'll talk about that if we ever get into that sort of thing. By and large, though, know that there's a variety of mods out there besides this. There's plenty of really good ones. The devs actually sponsored one, I want to say, not sponsored so much as approve it. Call of the Wild is another one, but I think it conflicts with Eldritch Arcana, and Eldritch Arcana gives me a lot of what I wanted. So sadly, we can't grab both. If anyone knows different on that, though, without spoiling anything here, I don't want to break my game, but I'd happily download that mod probably after this playthrough is over just to test it out myself. They have more spells in Call of the Wild, especially a couple that I'm really interested in having. I've always loved the Obscuring Mist spell, and they don't have it in the current game, but Call of the Wild added it in. Basically just nothing more than a cloud effect that anybody in the cloud has like a 20% concealment, I want to say. So it's kind of like a your own little personal fog bank to kind of help you, but it also penalizes you in the same regard. You know, the bad guys you're swinging at, if they're in the cloud, they have the same bonus that you have. Alright, so let's see, where are we here? Ah, yeah, Lake Silverstep. We're getting ready to go inside the cave, so let's do that. Now here, we've heard stories in the past couple episodes of Silver Dragon. We also talked to a Fae, a Nixie, I want to say, and she told us about a magic box, giant box, that she could tell was evil immediately. Because she could tell it was evil, she actually tricked the guys into crashing the boat. One second. Because of that, as soon as the box went into the boat, obviously it's as a big stone crypt or coffin, I'm guessing. Once it fell into the water from the boat, all the fish were so terrified of what was in it, they hopped onto dry land and died. But everyone in the town thinks this is awesome because they're all fishers, and they're like, well, I don't have to fish anymore. God has blessed us. and in this case, their god is the silver dragon of myth from one of the other characters that's also in this village, who sadly was responsible for the death of his 2 children. I assume his wife killed herself or left as well.
I do what I must.
But he's clearly off the deep end, that guy. So these boats were obviously pulled ashore recently. Inside them are hooks, pivots, and other tools that would be needed to recover things from under the water. So again, they got the box. They grabbed that from the water. So some other people came by. So the guys that really originally brought the box apparently died when the boat capsized. So now, quick save this. We have some interesting information. So let's actually go to date news to oldest, so we can read up on this pile of notes. First note: I'm not going to say it out loud. The chief ripped me a new one if he heard me, but I think it's time to hit the road. Silverstep is cursed. Look, just yesterday I saw a boat sailing in the lake, a big one, kind with a big sail, and there were a bunch of people on board around some big box or chest or something. All of a sudden, the steersman spins the wheel and rams the boat right against the rocks. The wreck went down at the cliff not far from our cave. The people jumped out and tried to swim for shore, but they just froze in place and sank under without a sound. One got close enough I could see his face, a mask of terror I can't even begin to describe. Yelled something about Charon, it's a evil deity, I think, or demon. Went pale, froze like the others, and popped. That was the last I saw of him. Sure, there are plenty of nasty beasts around, but this was something else. I trust my instincts, and they're screaming at me, loud as can be, to get out while we still can. If we don't, we're all going to die. Second note: cut the whining, bud. There's a wrecked boat, and you say we should run? I say we go take a look. Might be there's some valuables in the wreckage. Third note: now you've done it. Chief found out about the boat and the chest, and now all he talks about is looking for treasure. He's going to have the others out searching for it, poking around the lake bed and with hooks, and at night of all things, so the locals don't notice. I'm telling you, no good will come of this. These woods give me the creeps, and they're even worse at night. Day before yesterday, I was on my way back to the cave and heard a noise behind me. Turned around and saw 2 glowing eyes staring at me from the woods. Imagine it. The fir grove in the dark and just 2 blazing embers in the light. I don't know what it was, and I don't want to. I'm just glad it disappeared soon as I saw it. Fourth note: while you were busy being scared of that wolf or runaway kitty or whatever it was, I found that box. It's just sitting there, all that precious treasure right on the lake bed. It's not even that far from the shore. We're fishing it out tomorrow. Fifth note: are you serious? I swear, if we don't get out of here before that box is out of the water, something terrible is going to happen. Sixth note: look, the beast that attacked the cave was scary, sure, but we gave it hell, didn't we? And when the chief set it on fire, it ran off, didn't it? Howled so loud I thought my head would explode. But we came out fine. No, I think I'm going to stay. I bet that box is full of treasure, and as for the beast and those drowned men of yours, well, this profession's all about taking risks, right? Seventh note: there's risk, and then there's whatever this is. No, when the chief goes out to get the box, I'm going to show my heels. Farewell, pal. Life is long. Maybe we'll meet again someday if we play our cards right. Sounds like the dude that's bailing on these people is the smart one of the group. So let's go find out what is going on with this here box. Make sure that everybody's got... yeah, here we go. Upgrade. Just want to make sure everybody's got something on their backs just in case we get mugged by something that paralyzes people. On that note, since it did say something about paralysis, I do not want my tank going limp on me here. So here you go, kiddo. You got freedom of movement on you.
In due time.
Alright. What we got in here? Bandit Necromancer, a bandit to bandit. Sounds like we got peeps here. I'm going to summon...
we stand.
Lizards to help us out. Alright. I'll be damned. That beast again? Not the beast, guys. No, these are new strangers. I bet they want to take away our loot. They're messing with the wrong men. Uh-huh. That clear and obvious sarcophagus over here, you jackasses, is mine. I'm going to kill it and anything in it. Oh, they had even more dudes. Okay. What we got here? We got banditos. What's the next bandit to act? Over there. Not. Can you get to him? No. There you go. He's sneak attackable. Yeah, he is. Heckin'. Got that fool.
Good, you dead.
Nice work, Akin. Dora. I think your weapon is still buckled. Let's check that just to make sure here. Yep, still got the bane on it. Okay. Can you charge this fool? You sure can. Oh, 2 out of, what, 60 dudes already gone. You guys aren't doing well. Tristan. You know what's always fun? When you just kill like a bunch of dudes. Is there a guy over here? Oh, I have a rotate camera mod, by the way. So if you can't see that other guy, right, like so, it's weird that you can't see him pop up. Everything should be translucent, I think, for a fight like this, but whatever. You can rotate it with that camera mod, and it's extremely beneficial. So for this reasons, just like this. Boom, you're gone. If you ever want the camera to snap back, by the way, it's by default, it's comma to turn one direction, period to turn the other direction, and the button right next to the period snaps you back to normal. Tristan, come on up this way, please. Nicely done. Eliza, you've already summoned puppers, but you also have a bomb move over here on this rune of hers. It's a gift from her deity. 10, 8, and 7. I'll take that for damage for a combat round. Go get him, my minions. Last person to move is going to be Proto-Lich and Doggo here. Ooh, and one of those things found that thing. That was the last bandit. He's the last one to move. So, good news is we still have the potential to sneak attack this fool. He's flat-footed.
I am superior.
Oh, I got the other one too. Yeah, you go right ahead against those guys. Doggo, can you get over here and eat this thing? No, you can't, because you're a dumb doggo. Oh, but you are a smart doggo and found me stuff.
Not used to lighting enemies on fire first.
Well, alright. Easy peasy. Again, another place that we probably should have been at a while ago.
If you dare.
We've had it open territory for a while. What was that? Sipper's Queen's Quill. That's the last piece. Outstanding. I needed that for a story. We got over here.
Did it without breaking it.
Hey. That is a magic scimitar. If I am not mistaken. The Slicer. Where are you at? This is a typical weapon for a Magus. It doesn't have to be, but this is a solid reason for them, is because of their high crit range, the 18 to 20, one-handed weapon. Used to be the very beginning of this game when it was released that scimitars were considered weapon finessable. They are not without a feat or two. So you can get in this mod that I have, I think now, maybe it was just added by the devs, I can't remember, but certainly you can get the ability to weapon finesse one of these things now. You need to have Dancing Dervish or something as a feat, so that's obviously a requirement, but easy enough to get, especially if you're human. You get an extra feat, so you can definitely have this at early levels. And again, then you use your dex modifier for your swing, and then if you get an agile one, which there's like one I think in the game, then you can use your dex modifier for your damage bump instead of your strength. Obviously, we're assuming that your dex is higher. It's a good way for a Magus to have a high armor stat with their dex up, and of course their charisma or intelligence up, and as such they can be a good caster and still have good damage with their weapon. And again, with that high crit range, they do what's called crit fishing. You basically can channel spells, certain spells, through your weapon, melee touch attacks to be specific. So we usually use things like corrosive touch, shocking grasp, vampiric touch, and frigid touch are the ones I can think of off the top of my brain. I think that's actually all of them. Those 4 can be channeled through your weapon. And if the weapon crits, your spell crits, which is the reason you crit fish. So you can get extra surge of extra damage every combat round with that, and that's pretty potent. But look, another reason that scimitars are one of the favorites for the Magus class is because in this particular game, they're the only weapons out there that have the Runic Mage Blade category. Notice this. So it's a +2 enhancement weapon right now, okay, the Slicer is. But the scimitar has numerous runes, some of which have no magic in them. It seems the creator of the weapon engraved them only to inform his successors on the intricacies of inner workings of this item. However, a Runic Mage Blade has this benefit. When you have a touch spell charged, the weapon's enhancement bonus is +2 better than its actual bonus. So, again, back to my analogy. Oh, I forgot about the cantrip. Let's use that one because you have the infinite uses of it. We have one touch attack, melee touch attack, as a Magus, that you can use as often as you want, and it's called Touch of Fatigue. So you can use Touch of Fatigue, channel it through your weapon, and now this weapon here, because of the Runic Mage Blade, will become a +4 temporarily until you discharge that spell, which is awesome. So a better chance to swing. And the reason that that's important is when we use Spell Combat and Spell Strike, which are the two abilities that Magus have that allows them to channel their spells through their weapon, they suffer a -2 penalty. So this really is basically taking away the penalty. So again, specifically made for Magus, which is pretty awesome, I think. So a solid upgrade. And I can give that to Ragongar when we actually get back to town. Did we pick up anything else of merit? Scroll of protection from arrows communal. Can anybody scribe that? No. We don't have Jubilost on there, but he would be able to. And that's that Cypress Quill I was telling you about. So if you actually go by type, let's see. Where you at, Mr. Cypress Quill? Right here. When we go back to base, we'll grab all the other Cypress items. Those will be the 5th one. And talk to the storyteller. The storyteller will actually give us another story, a big chunk of XP, probably as well. All right. Looks like we have. Well, first let's read this. Packs and crates filled with various goods obviously belong to some merchants before making their way here. Many of them are spotted with blood. Oh my. Okay. Hell yeah. See, I told you I was missing potions somehow. It's because I didn't explore the areas that I could have explored. All right. Quick save that mess. Anything else here to interact with other than this? Nope. Let's do it. Water and sludge still drip from this huge stone block, which has obviously been dredged from the lake bottom recently. Under closer examination, it looks like a huge chest, or rather a sarcophagus. One side bears an engraved symbol, a skull with a single eye socket, and the eye socket is covered with a coin, clearly Cyclops. Then we have a lore religion check, detect magic, and lore or knowledge arcana check. So if I can do them all, I'll do them all in order. But I'd like to do the lore religion one because it's the higher number check, which means more XP almost always. So lore religion 26. Examine the exterior of the sarcophagus. Success, 240 XP for the team. The engraving on the side of the sarcophagus resembles the symbol of Charon, the horseman of death, but Charon's symbol usually has 2 eye sockets, each covered by a coin, while the symbol here is only one. There's nothing more you can tell about the sarcophagus except that it's ancient. Okay, detect magic. Search for the signs of magic on the sarcophagus. Magic presence here is obvious. You can sense powerful necromancy energies, but can't figure out the specific spells in use here. Knowledge Arcana 21, and we're going to pass this unless I think I crit fail it. Search for a keyhole or easier means to open the sarcophagus. Success. 60. You have no idea where the sarcophagus came from, but you know enough about enchantments to know there must be an easy way to open it. Experimenting with the engravings in various combinations, you discover when you press your finger against the skull symbol with your hand on the lid, the cover slides aside easily. Your triumph is short-lived, however. As the lid slides open, there is the sound of something huge stirring within the sarcophagus. You hear a rattling whistle like air pushed through a leaky bellows, and scraps of flesh fly from the sarcophagus. Whatever's inside is huge, angry, and far from dead. Sounds like Mama Mummy time. Mama Mummy. Mama Mummy. I hate Mama Mummies. Oh my god, that thing's hideous.
Dispatch those fools!
Oh, we just got cursed. Oh, and he's got zombies. Oh, he raised the dead. Zombie lord. He raised the guys that we had killed. That's cruel, man. It's pretty bad, though. Must admit that's pretty awesome. Alright, Dora. You don't want to mess with that. You want to kill this zombie. Or start to. Knock, knock. Why don't you help a brother out? Oh, we got a zombie lord here.
If you not fight back.
I don't know what he does, but I want him dead for sure. Alright, what we got? Need a tab button to see stuff here. We got zombie there.
Come here, Bax. Not stab you.
Eliza. You need to tag this
Strike
fool.
as one.
Thank you, madam. Oh, we got a fear effect on us. We got lizards just scattering to the 4 winds here, so that's clearly what's going on here. Don't run away, Mr. Lizards. We need your help. It's okay. We'll kill the undead for you. Alright, Proto. You definitely want to get the hell away from this mess. But we got a zombie here. Zombie. Thank God the zombie lord's dead. That Cyclops has a decent reach, so he's going to whoop on Oakbolt. There ain't nothing I can do about that. What I'm going to do is... Undead, by the way, are, if I'm not mistaken, all immune to cold, so that's not an idea. And you don't want to hit any undead with innervation that actually heals them. I don't think it. I think that might be broken though now, but I don't want to test it. That's for damn sure. But we do have this cool disrupt undead rage. She can get sneak attacks, but with her crossbow, she can shoot twice. So why not? Yeah. There we go. She managed to dunk 2 guys in once. There's a zombie. Oh. That Tristan you took a bite of? You jerk. Tristan, 5-foot stutter step away from that fool. And AoE heal. With some people that are doing it, might as well top off everybody a little bit and get you in good standing as well. Oh no, the zombies are coming to eat her flesh. Oh, Bo's just crushing it. Door's turn.
You son of run!
Nice. Come over here and throw some shade his way. Knock, knock. Get that fool. That's my knock, knock. I love him. Liza's
Do
turn.
not hold back.
Pokey pokey. And again, like I said, for the levels that we are, we're actually a little OP for this area. We even got a great axe +1 for that. But
I'm there.
we probably could have been here at least 2 levels sooner. And this would have been a reasonably challenging fight, I think, for a team that was probably, what, like caster level? No, he's not. And these guys are probably OP. Let's say level 8, 7. It would have been a difficult, challenging fight. Not impossible by any stretch of the imagination. But those guys do hit, they do hit hard. You'd obviously rely on spells
I do
to
what
take
I
on the
must.
skeleton, or the Cyclops. Alright, we got that. Quick save that mess. Oh, we could probably talk to the Nixie now.
I'm off.
There's treasure over here that we missed, though. Fish? Fish from the Silver Step. Oh, I remember what this is for. Okay, cool. The Nixie over here, if you will recall, there's a Nixie over here, and that Nixie wanted us to deal with the box and the humans and the blah 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 blah. By the way, since you're clearly right here, might as well figure out what this thing is
In
too.
due time.
Oh, we got weed. Look at there. Everybody likes herb. Alright, let's come over here. Talk to Leica. She loves us. What's up, Leica? The problem solved. There was a monster in the box of Cyclops, but he's dead now. The Nixie throws her hands up in joy. You did it. I have to tell my family as soon as possible. Once I tell them what you did, they'll understand that not all strangers are bad. A Cyclops, I doubt any of us could have dealt with that. I'd say you earned yourself a reward. I got a reward. Got some XP, a gold ring, and a couple of peridot and some gold. Well, alright. Thank you, Leica. Alright, the fish is for up here, by the way. We're working our way that direction. So, let's clear the map first. And that's easier said than done. There's some nasty guys in this area. Frogs for one. But Nereids for another. Remember these little fools? So, we again have ways of dealing with these jackasses. Get him, Dora. Boom. Oh, I got another Nixie prankster over there. Messing stuff up. How bad are you guys for health? There's about half. That one's about half. This one. Did he dodge this completely? What the hey, bro? That's some horse shit. Anyway, Tristan can save the day with his fireball, I think. Oh, but he needs a stutter step. Move your ass, Tristan. See the placement of the circle? That's as far as you can shoot this damn thing. But I wanted to get this Nixie back here as well. So if I shoot it here, I'm still within my circle, and you see that the circle around her feet spins around. That lets you know that you're impacting her. See? Not hitting her. Now I am. So we'll go like there. Still no joy on that. I don't know as much damage as I thought we was gonna do. Ekin. Oh, here we go. Ekin. Do me a solid 5-foot stutter step closer. And shoot her in the face.
From me.
Oof. She's tougher than she looks. Eliza. Step this way, and why don't you blast her with that? As a solid bone shaker. Oh, she's close to dead now. Protolich's turn. Okay, now you need to be 5 foot stutter step here. Reach her with your crossbow.
Let's hear you cry.
Oh, damn it. Straight up missed. She crit misses a lot. And I don't think Knock's got it in him to sprint over there.
This shaman work, not hero work.
For some reason, it's not giving us the option of targeting this thing.
No,
There's no glitch going on, like it's dead, it just hasn't really recoiled into the ground yet. Can Akbo move over here and get her? How about her? Oh, she's invisible. Alright, come here, kid. Oh. Dora. You take her out, right? Still not enough to kill her. Holy hell, she's got some health on her. Christian. Get her. There we go. Almost dead, almost dead. Ekin.
Nowhere to
Full
run.
volley into her chest. Now he falls because she summoned him. Okay. We're cool with that. Now we got one over here that went invisible on us. Sadly, we don't know where she's at. However, what we can do is just poof. Summon a bunch of things to interfere with her. Proto. I don't want to actually send anything down here. Knock might be able to perceive her.
Which
Aha!
knife to use?
Confusion, that's not a good spell for us. Akbar. Alright, no joy there. Dora, can you get to her from here? No, you cannot. Get to her from here.
Don't hold back!
Tristan. It's too far away for you to do what you need to do. Come over here, kiddo. And you can auto hit her with that move, right? There we go. Solid damage. She's almost dead.
I
Ekin might be able
aim
to hit her.
true.
There we go. Alright, now we have confusion
I'm
effect
there.
wore off, thank God. Oh, treasure.
I did it. I did.
Light shield plus 2. Yeah, we should have been here a long time ago. This could have been some decent loot for us back in the day. She is a tough. Looks like Doggo's freaking out trying to kill us.
Follow if you dare.
Cut them to pieces.
Hey, how y'all doing? Liza,
Attack.
nice work. Alright, here come the lizards. They're probably confused. Proto.
Die.
Nice.
I
Okay.
grant you death. No strike wasted.
I was about to say, that's one tough pupper. Must have been the alpha. That's not good.
This will hurt!
Dogger. There we go. Tristan. A 5 foot star step away from that mess. Knock
Knock
has fun.
used to lighting enemies on fire first.
Good job, Knock. Liza.
Strike as one.
Here comes the lizard army. Looks like they're freaking out and still attacking us though. Proto.
Out of my way.
Cool. Yeah,
Cannot hide from me.
Bam. Pow.
You should have run! I do what I must.
You guys attack yourselves back there. Stop being dumb. Come back this way real quick to make sure I didn't miss something over here.
None.
I'll say it looked like some effect going on over here, like a twister. I wonder if that's an air elemental or something over there. Could be the silver
Strike.
dragon.
Strike.
Just kidding. This
My
doesn't exist.
masterpiece.
Knock.
Be
Come over here and kill
easier
this
if
thing.
you not fight back.
Boom. Eliza.
Do not
Oh, we
hold
got all
back.
kinds of bacon over here.
Ah!
Bogeyman's Road. Buckbow. Over here. Get on that guy to draws attention. Proto, come over here. We need all these little bacon inside range.
Run them through.
There's some sneak attack love. It is so cute.
Nowhere
You think
to
you're going
run.
to hit my tank? Despite
Repent!
the level disparity between us and them, they still have plenty of hit points. As you see, they're not just dropping with a swing. Well, with the exception of maybe like knock swing. That guy's just crazy.
This spell works differently.
Boom. Poor old knock going over here, just critting everything left and right. Like so. He's just a
We-
beast. He can't help it. Alright, lizards. You guys stop being confused. Yeah. Just getting some pig. Yeah.
I'm there.
Love me some pork products. Okay, we're going this way.
Stand with me.
As you can see, we're ready to engage him with some sneak attack love. Oh yeah, that's a nice 61 and a -2 to his strength. Eliza, you come over here and have fun with this guy. Oh, just gorgeous. Here comes the lizard armada. Dun-dun-dun. Oop, wolf from the side, didn't see him. Lockbow. Get over here and get this little guy, right? Oh, it's the surprise round. That's okay. Let's do this direwolf
troop.
dirty. Boom damage. Heck, and you're a monster. Dorraj's turn. Charging on this fool. Yeah, I don't want them penetrating and getting into my back ranks here. It sounded dirtier than I wanted it to.
Hear you
Privilege.
cry.
Solid hit, no sneak attack though. No fault of your own.
You forced my hand.
Got 2 points of damage. Woot.
Which
Knock
knight
I'll show you how to do it
lose?
proper. Like that. That's what you're doing.
Knock used to lighting enemies on fire first.
Otherwise, you can stab this one to death. Lizard. Oof. Oh, but a nice little wolf snack over here.
I grant you death.
Boom.
In due time.
Skin these guys for some loot. We'll sell that. Where is this at? Oh, this was the cave. Oh, this was the other side of that. Okay. Save that so we don't have to do it again. Not that anything here is probably going to kill us, but you never know, the game glitches and such. I must admit, though, that ever since they patched everything, and they did a great job, the devs did with this game. There was difficulties on release. I'm sure you guys have probably heard of that. They went out of their way to address concerns and do hot fixes steady Eddie to try to get it back into a form that would make people happy. They really did. There was a lot of broken stuff in this game. It was a buggy mess. But they continued to press on, do what they could, and I'm very proud of the fact that they did that. Oh, we got another one of those Nereids. She's summoning something already. See that mess? So we need to get up on that. I don't want to charge. What I do want to do is I want to summon these guys right here. There we go. The dogs or the wolves wouldn't have gotten there fast, or the lizards wouldn't have got there fast enough. They were lagging behind. Now these dire wolves that she summoned to replace them, it's their turn. They'll have a chance to just get up in it. And we lost our sound again. There's something about this area that does not like the sound card here. Get up on that near yet. See if you can take her out. Ooh, a solid 78 though. That'll be money. Knock knock. Can you do the same? Oh, did she just turn to mint gibleys? She did. She did. That's awesome. If she's the only one here, then we don't have to worry about that effect of hers. Not just the summoning. I'm talking about the whole thing where she literally not only summons, but she also casts like confusion and other paralysis type stuff. Straight up sucks. Proto, 5-foot stutter step this way. This thing can be snuck attack. Yes, it can. Tristan, go ahead and just shoot at that one. It's okay, buddy. You'll get him next time. What we got? Oh, was that something over here? I saw flashes. Nixie Trickster cast Mage Armor, and 2 of them. Okay, okay. Eliza. There's one at least. And here goes your pets. Door. Now this gives me a chance to show you that spell. Again, I am a Magus. I'm specifically a Sword Saint. So what do? I have Touch of Fatigue, Shocking Grasp, Corrosive Touch, Vampiric Touch. You notice I'm missing the Frigid Touch. It's not as good as some of these other ones. But Shocking Grasp has got the yellow border on it. That's because I've upgraded with Meta Magic. This allows me to intensify with my mods the spell. What does that mean? Meta Magic has several different types. You can extend the duration of a spell effect. You can turn a spell into a different type of elemental damage. You can maximize the damage. So if it could roll from a 5 to a 30, you'll do 30 every time, period. You know, not counting resistances and such. So if you want to not roll the dice, you just want to make sure that it hits for a 30, maximize Meta Magic will do that. You can take the damage, die roll, and multiply it by 1.5. That's empowering it, so it does 50% more damage. So again, it could have been a 30, it could have been a 45, it could have been a 5, so it could have been 1.5 times that, so 7. So again, not amazing, but still moving up, up, up. Well, Intensified is something different. It's the one that literally takes a spell. Let me just show you the description-ish. See how it does 5d6 of damage max? 1d6 per caster level. If you intensify it, you can increase it by another 5 caster levels. So basically, if I'm caster level 10, which I am, I'm beyond that, then I can actually do 10d6 of damage. That's an intensified version. That's what most people do with a Sword Saint build. Capitalize on that big hog and hit. And why? Because not only is it 10d6 of damage, they'll ignore the force. That happens to do with my weapon upgrade. But the 10d6 of damage could have critted. Because if my weapon crits, then this could have crit. So instead of 44, that could have been 88. And by the way, on that subject, your weapon crits, if your weapon crits for a ×2, like it doubles the damage or triples the damage or quadruples the damage, sometimes there's even ones out there that do 5 times the damage on a crit. Sadly, your spell does not get that. It actually is only double, just so we're clear. Don't think you're going, I'm just going to do 5 times the damage on that. No, you're not. You're really, really not. I'm about to say, I knew there was another one over here somewhere. Ekin. Can you reach her if you go right towards her? You can, you can. Boom. Pow. And that fight's over. Now, clearly we have an audio issue, so let's actually see if we can resolve this. The way I did it yesterday was I would quick save, and then I would load from the quick save, and I believe that solved the issue. So you're not getting the banter, and you're also not hearing the spells fire off when the arrows hit. It's just annoying that you don't have that. And I'm just not a fan of playing a game without the sound. But over here, yeah, see, I didn't even hear it, so it's not fixing the problem. So there really is something about this area. I've had this happen before. Oops, we have a mobility check to get across. In a body. Token of the Dryad, got all kinds of potions and scrolls and stuff. Like I said, this place was a gold mine. We should have been here a while ago. That's a shame that I didn't think about coming here sooner. Coming around here. See more treasure. Save that. Like I said, an exit, is that anything other than just an exit? Yeah, area exit. The reason I say anything other than an exit, it could be leading like to a different map, like a cave or something like that. So I was just checking to see if that was the thing. All right, so since we're going back, we might as well go back and get XP by hopping this log. See the mobility check? 45 XP for the whole team. That's pretty solid. We've got stuff over here we didn't pick up. Taking that. And what else didn't we pick up? Something over here. Taking this. We got all kinds of loot. People just hiding stuff everywhere. So, like I said, this would have been a gold mine early on for people that needed XP, for potions and scrolls, and some magic gear. Being here at level 7, you could have gotten yourself a nice couple of upgrades. That Slicer Magus Scimitar I was talking about alone would be worth it. Now up here is where the kids walked that dark and stormy night. This, by the way, is where you put the fish, but we're not doing that just yet. So, because we have Ivar. Let's talk to him. I did a quick save already on that. Ivar, a tall red-headed man dressed... Ooh, that's a cool effect. A tall red-headed man dressed in hunter's clothes is balancing at the brink of this cliff. One wrong move and he'll fall into the chasm. Stop, what are you doing? Oh no, not at all. How many would like to silence the dragon's voice? I won't give them the pleasure. The redhead turns around and nods. Your grace. Care to tell me who you are? Well, it would be rude not to introduce myself. My name is Ivar. The red-headed man watches you closely, but makes no move to run or draw his weapons. If you pass through the village, you must have heard rumors about me. Once I used to be a simple hunter, but now I keep the peace in this region by the order of their lord, the Silver Dragon. So you're the dragon's voice, right? That's what people call me. The red-headed man smiled slightly. These lands are under protection of the Silver Dragon, and I'm his most trusted servant. Let's see. May I have an audience with this Lord Dragon of yours? He smiled slightly. You waste your time. I cannot be bought with gold, a maiden's kiss, or magic. Even if you were to try, and you're welcome to, the dragon won't speak to anyone but me. You know who I am? I know everything that happens in the village and for leagues around. Of course I was aware of your arrival. Such a prestigious guest striding into our lands. I'm not hiding my identity. In fact, I'm hiding nothing at all. Redhead man raises an eyebrow. That's so. Well, honesty is a virtue and one that's hard to find these days, especially if we're talking about kings, queens, and any who seeks to rule others. What do you want to ask me about, Baron? Is it your house south of here? It's mine. So what? I know about your family. I'm sorry for your loss. I don't look for sympathy and don't expect it. Ivar falls silent for a moment and looks away. Besides, I don't deserve it. We'll talk another time. Bye. Why are you so sure that this another time will happen? I won't stay here long. There's an old saying, sluggish wolf soon starves. Alright then, let me ask you a few more questions. And they are... I got everything I wanted to know. Piss off, loser. He, by the way, you'll run into one more time. But if you go here, remember that cool fish that we found? That random... Like, what the hell do I do with this thing? Do that, close it up. Guess what? You have summoned the what's-his-face. And it's an ancient wyvern. So, Eliza. Attack it, Eliza. It's got some decent flat-footed armor. Alright, Akin. You need to get a 5-foot stutter step away from this idiot. Shoot that thing dead. Oof. Solid damage from Akin, like always. Dorraj's turn. Might as well use one of my spells. Kaboom. Kapow. Oh, there it goes. Finally hit him. Only once. You make a little room here. People are having a hard time getting into position. Ooh, sneak attack. Oh, I'm gonna miss. Akbo's turn. Can you finish him off, Akbo? Good work, doggo. Knock's turn. Now you've had it there, wyvern. So that was the thing that everybody's been worshipping all this time. They thought it actually was a dragon because they never saw it, but it was actually an ancient wyvern. And the guy was just kind of, I think, not mental. Well, maybe. Yeah, he's a little off his nut. I mean, let's face it, he lost his family. Anyone would be. So, I'll feel bad for the guy. Oop, and I'm just missing treasure. What was that? Clicky, clicky. I'll take it.